Let's do it.
Hello, 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 hello. Man, today we talking about some top-notch secrets in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
BowTie Bill, I'm your host, Chi-Town Neal. The podcast is Tell the Truth Podcast 23. We on YouTube, man. We be growing in some other areas, man. I'm your host, Chi-Town Neal. To my left, my brother. I call him Uncle Bill when he cooking food for the family. When he gambling, I call him Billy Woo Woo. Yeah, but when he on the show with me, I call him BTB. What's that for?
BowTie Bill.
BowTie Bill is
Yes,
in the
sir.
building, man. My brother, you ready to get it going?
Let's do it.
Anyway, shouts out, man. We out here in this North Dallas beautiful studio. Maximize your potential, man. BTB, tell the people what we need, man.
Man, we just appreciate you if you hit the subscribe button, the like button, send it to your family members, your friends, to the ones that you like as well as the ones you don't like. Hit your group, hit your threads, your group threads, and we just appreciate it. We just looking to get the word out, and we just thank you for listening as well as your viewership. Thank you very much, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Nice and well done. Nice, well done, man. So, man, had to tell you something, man.
What's up? What's up, bro?
I think one of the top kept secrets and why I do think they can win the Super Bowl, I think one of the top kept secrets this year is how good the Kansas City Chiefs defense is.
Okay.
I think it's a very top-notch secret. I think what it is that fans are still in love with the way Kansas City used to win, BowTie Bill.
Right.
When they had Tyreek Hill and they had one of the boys went to Chicago. And you notice everybody leaves KC. The receivers don't do nothing, but that's a whole nother, besides Tyreek Hill, that's a whole nother podcast.
Right.
Hartman left, came back. What was that one dude, number 13? Pringle. Came to the Bears, didn't do nothing. And so my thing is that they've lost a lot of weapons. And I think everybody used to see KC throw the ball around 35, 40, 50 points.
What did Sheila E. call it? The glamorous life?
Glamorous life, yeah. It's not that, they ain't looking at glamorous out there for KC, you know? And they living that glamorous life. And, you know, I think the number one reason I've been saying all year is the Kansas City Chiefs defense. I've been keep telling everybody this. But BowTie Bill, I want you to break down to the people why I say they're the top secret in the NFL. Explain to people how good this Kansas City defense really is, bro. Give these people some of these crazy stats, BowTie Bill, man. Give it to the people, man.
As an example, Neal started out with, the wide receivers. I can count 4 games that the wide receivers lost, the games.
Facts.
As a matter of fact, Kansas City offense did not have a 1,000-yard receiver or a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means the defense kept them in the game. Everybody was talking about Baltimore vaunted defense. They had less than 1 point lower than Kansas City defense on opponent scoring.
Yeah.
Kansas City was number 2. Kansas City has the second youngest defense in the playoffs behind Green Bay.
Green Bay, I think it's Green Bay. Yeah, it's Green Bay.
And as well as they have the 4th youngest defense in the Super Bowl ever.
They're not going nowhere.
Years.
They're not going nowhere.
And they're not going nowhere.
They're not going
because
nowhere.
Last year I told Neal, right, we at my house at Super Bowl party, they started 5 rookies in the secondary.
5.
All 4 plus the nickel.
Yeah. And,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so
their defense and they top 5 defense in every category that you want to deem necessary for a defense, whatever stat you want to use. They top 5.
Yeah, one of the things I really saw was that kind of really grabbed my eye when they played the Buffalo game. And I didn't see 95 out there, big boy. His name Jones. The big Chris Jones. I didn't see him out. He didn't play that much that first half. If you watch that game, he really didn't play that much. And it's kind of like they was just saving him for the second half. And they played him more in the Baltimore game. And, yes, Buffalo was able to run on them a lot in the first quarter. A lot of that was not because of the guys that was in there. It was the scheme that Buffalo was doing with the 6 and 7 offensive linemen and the 2 tight ends. So they kind of schemed their way to be able to rush on them. But they still did pretty good with those guys that was in there. Now, those same guys, I should have got his name before we started the podcast. But the guy that got the sack on Lamar and stripped him.
Ominahu.
Yeah,
University of Texas, baby, Charles Ominahu.
Oh, I did not know
he
was
got drafted by San Francisco, and then he went to Kansas City. So Charles Ominahu, he has a torn ACL, so he's out for the year. He tore his ACL in that game.
Oh, that same
against
game?
Baltimore.
For real?
Yeah.
The one that stripped the ball?
Yeah, number 90, Charles Ominahu, University of Texas, baby.
So he won't be in the Super Bowl.
He will not be in the Super Bowl.
Okay,
He's
out
for the year.
Know that. Okay,
Uh-huh.
that gives me a little pause for my prediction because I know you got to get pressure on Purdy, but I'm still rocking with that.
Hold on 1 second.
But
hold, and everybody be knocking on the Big 12. 2 starting quarterbacks in the Super Bowl from the Big 12, Iowa State and Texas Tech.
What everybody knock on the Big 12 about?
Man, we don't play. Man, listen, man, that's a whole other podcast. Because look at the running backs.
Say nothing about the quarterback.
Look at the running backs. Brees Hall.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson.
You can get loud all you want. Everything you saying is making my points. We ain't never said nothing about y'all offense.
No,
you want to do it, you can do it. No, my point is that we ain't never said about your offense. What we said is y'all don't play no defense, and y'all don't. So that's the end of that. Y'all better leave it. Because everybody name you dropping is offensive players. Get on out of here, man, with that. Y'all got a couple of DBs did something in the big NFL. Come on, man. We do another podcast. Anyway, don't even go there. Yeah, you want to brag about 2 quarterbacks. I'm like, yeah, y'all always had offense.
Yeah.
So you ain't doing nothing. You ain't making no valid point. I agree with you about the offense for the longest. Man, get on out here with that, man. Get back to the Kansas.
And the NFL is going toward the Big 12 offense. But anyway, okay.
I mean, that part is definitely true. Yeah. But getting back to Kansas City, y'all got to excuse us for that. Getting back to Kansas City defense. This dude always try to throw the Big 12 up in his mug. Anyway, getting back to Kansas City defense, I think that a lot of people are sleeping on them. I think a lot of people don't understand. I'm not going to say they don't understand looking at. I think that some people it's like a certain brand, Billy.
Right.
It's like McDonald's. So when KC first started winning, it was winning this way.
Correct.
And people still think they're winning this way. I heard a guy the other day talking about the prize pick. Oh, I got Mahomes for 280 yards pass. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, Mahomes won't do that no more. He don't got the weapons. Y'all take the under. They gonna still win. You know, I told everybody that wanted to listen to me, I said, Buffalo out to Baltimore, KC, over under 45, take the under. Oh, it's Lamar, it's Mahomes. Hold on, y'all do understand that Baltimore had the number 1 scoring off defense and KC had the number 2 scoring defense. These games are not what y'all think. The over-under in the Super Bowl is 47. KC is winning different. They're winning with the defense. And now that we just told you about all the players, now I want Billy to break to y'all. Break down to y'all this madman. Tell him about the man that's calling the defensive plays, the madman.
Spags.
Tell him about this dude, man. He beat, man.
He beat Tom Brady twice.
That's my point. Y'all think
in 2007 and 2011.
Y'all think Purdy gonna win? Hell no, dog. It ain't happening. Go ahead, Billy. You got it.
As a matter of fact, going back to the gambling aspect of it, and we not advertising that you do what we do, but here's what I'm gonna do. Right? What I'm gonna do is Kansas City is a plus 2.5, and the 47.5 is over under. What I'm gonna do?
Okay.
Right? I'm gonna tease it. And I'm gonna tease it with a plus 7. So now I'm gonna have Kansas City at a plus 9.5, and the over under at a 40.5.
Okay.
So now getting back to Spag.
Right. I'm gonna do the same thing. I was gonna ask you about that. Are you gonna?
I'm take the over and tease it down to a 40.5.
Tease the 40.5. Keep in mind, anything y'all hear us talking about gambling wise on our podcast, we're not financially responsible.
Exactly.
But you may listen. We do get a lot of stuff right. Anyway, wait a minute. So you like the 40 over, or do you like the?
I'm going with the 47 over, then I'm going to tease it down to a 40.5.
Hold on, let me get my question. I heard what you said, but I'm playing devil's advocate. So do you want the 40 over? You like that more than the 54 under?
20.
I got you. You like the 40 over more, or you like the 54 under more?
I like the 40 over more.
Okay. Because I was leaning towards the 54 under.
Man,
I don't see it, dog.
It could be 27-24. It could be.
I'm
because
scared that
again,
game mess around.
Because
I'm
again,
scared that game mess around be 20-17 and you don't hit the 40.
But again, empirical data, Kansas City beat San Francisco 31, 38, 44 points.
San Fran defense has looked like trash in the playoff.
And they're static. And Mahomes gonna eat that alive.
So you thinking you think KC gonna score how many points?
27.
Okay, then they should get over the 40. For my gamblers, y'all know what a teaser is. The actual line is 47. He's talking about teasing the over down from 47 to 40. I would think about teasing the under from 47 to 54. If you do not understand what that is about, that means you probably do not need to be gambling. Not trying to be an a-hole, but teasers are a little different than parlays. But my gamblers, they know what we're talking about.
Parlay teaser. Right.
Billy's saying that I'm definitely taking KC +9. And now some people might say, I thought the line was 2. That's my point. If you don't know what we're talking about, then don't need to be gambling. But yeah, I'm taking it to +9 too. We're definitely. It's just ain't no doubt about it.
Right.
It's just more about figuring what side I want to go to over or the under. But I'm definitely. So we both got the same vibe about the +9 thing. Mm-hmm. I just got to figure out I'm going to do the over and the under. But anyway, tell these people about the Spag guy, man. Tell them about the Spag guy, man. He stopped Tom Brady.
The last 8 games, right? Well, not only did he beat Brady twice with Eli, he was a defense coordinator for the New York Giants in 2007 and 2011 that beat the New England Patriots. But also, the last 8 games in the second half has not allowed more than 7 points in the second half.
Now say that again. In the second half, the last 8 games, they have not given up more than 7 points in the second half. That means Spags is going there like a mad scientist, drawing stuff up on the plays, making adjustments, and just giving it to teams. Halftime adjustments, just giving it to teams in the second half.
Yes.
Let that sink in. And in the last 2 games, he's played your boy. And
only gave him 10 points. Last 3 games.
Look, I got you. I'm about to set you up.
Okay.
The last 2 games, he played against 2 of the best quarterbacks, man. He played against your boy in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Josh Allen.
Held him to less than 7. Then he played against your boy Lamar, and held him in less than 7. So it's not like he's doing this against bullcrap, what I'm trying to say. 2 of the first game, y'all might say, well, that was 2. It was cold, Miami. But keep in mind, we didn't say the last 3 games of the playoff. We said the last, I think it was like 8 or 9. That they have 9. Yeah, 9. They have not given up more than 7 points in the second half. Go look at some of the quarterbacks they played. They played some pretty good quarterbacks during that stretch. I remember you first told me about the stat 2 weeks ago.
Right.
When I heard that, I started betting even more on Kansas City. Because I'm just like, man, bottom line, if you're not up by more than 7 on Kansas City in going into halftime, you're probably going to take the dub. I'm going to take the loss. You're going to take the L. You're going to take the L.
Right.
And they're going to get the dub. They're winning in a different way. And we're trying to let you guys know, don't be so focused on the Mahomes show. If you look at what Mahomes did in the second half of that Baltimore game, he really didn't do nothing.
Game manager.
All he did was turn it to game management, kept the ball away from Lamar, because he was like, everybody want me to throw this ball around. I'm going to run, we're going to punt, we're going to run, we're going to punt, because I know my defense got him. And everybody like, man, this game getting boring. What's going on? They barely won. KC got lucky. No, KC did exactly what they wanted in the second half. They went in there and say, we don't believe Lamar can beat us from the pocket. For some reason, they won't throw the doggone ball, so we're going to make them bleed the clock, and we're going to win this game with our defense. KC, and that's just why I think Andy is the GOAT when it comes to coaches. I think if he's not the GOAT, he's one of the best of coaching.
Agreed.
He adjusts. He plays what the game has given him at that time.
Yes.
He might pose his will that first half, but then that second half, he going to adjust to what the game is giving me at this time. He's struggling passing the ball. This is Wendy out here talking about Lamar. You know what? We're just going to eat up the clock and sit on the ball. And back in the days.
And punt the ball, had them drive the field.
Back in the days, KC would not do that because KC did not trust their defense. That shows you how good their defense is. So the secret to KC, don't get me wrong, Mahomes is the man, and he makes sure he doesn't do any bonehead mistakes to hurt the team.
Right.
But the secret sauce to KC this year is that damn defense, bro.
Yes, it is. Agreed.
It's that defense, and everybody keeps sticking on the whole Mahomes and Kelsey. We're not saying Mahomes and Kelsey is trash. You know how people try to put words in your mouth. No, they're great. We're just reiterating that they're not winning the old Kansas City way. And there's nothing wrong with winning a different way, BowTie Bill, as long as I get the dub, right?
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how I got to the finish line. Did I get there before your ass? Yes, I did. So that's all that matters.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? As long as I didn't cheat, we played fair and square, and I get there before you, then there's no way. You shouldn't care how a team wins. And I think so many people are really stuck on a still an offensive team. And
Right.
truth be told, it's really not.
It's not.
It's really not. It's really not. I'm off. Go ahead, BowTie Bill.
Oh yeah, man, they are a complete team.
Great point.
They are a complete team.
Great point.
You know, you're
Great
talking
point.
about 3 phases, right? Offense, defense, special team.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes, he's like Michael Jordan in terms of Michael Jordan had that 18-footer, but he can show you what he can do,
Right.
right? He can get above the rim, hang in the air,
Right.
tongue hanging out. But he got that 15-footer, dog, that was unstoppable,
Wait.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes, ding, dunk, but he can show you that he's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And there's one other thing, like you said, complete team. I'm going to get out of here after this. That last, the most important pass to me, BowTie Bill, in that Buffalo game when it came to Patrick Mahomes, I know we're talking about the defense, but you said something about Patrick Mahomes. When he threw that long, deep pass to number 7, what's his name? Shizling, he used to play for Green Bay. He drops a lot of balls.
MVS.
Yeah, he drops a lot of balls. And the reason why is, if you remember in the Philadelphia game overnight,
Scanling.
he threw the ball deep. He should have caught it. He dove.
Eagles.
And the Eagles Monday night, and he dropped the ball. And I heard, and I can't take any credit for this, I heard Shannon Sharp talking about it. He said, as soon as I saw the ball in the air and I saw who was trying to catch it, he's not going to catch that. And Shannon Sharp said, because he's a body catcher. I'm like, oh, shoot, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Baltimore.
Yeah. And no, not what I'm talking about. Trust me, I'm talking about the Eagles game Monday night. So hold on.
Right.
So I'm trying to get to that Baltimore game. So when he threw that ball deep in that Eagles game, he put his hands out, and Shannon said that he's watching the game at home, and when he saw him reach his hands out, he saw who it was. He's like, he's not going to catch that. He's a body catcher. In the Baltimore game, the same play happened, and that could have been a touchdown. They were trying to kill the clock in the fourth quarter, but Mahomes is so smart. He personally underthrew the ball on purpose to make him stop, give him time to turn around and catch the ball like this. And you remember,
Against his body.
he did not catch it clean originally. The ball backed up in the air because he can't catch, no disrespect, and then he was able to crater like a baby. That's knowing, dropping back, I got 2.3 seconds to read his defense. People coming down my throat. Oh, I'm throwing it to him. He open. Oh, I know I got to throw this a little bit short to help him catch it.
Know your personnel.
Know your personnel, dog. Know your personnel, man. GOAT. I know people tired of me calling me GOAT already, but little things like that, y'all missing. Your boy ain't missing. Anyway, BowTie Bill, I just wanted to talk about their defense, man, because a lot of people don't know. They don't realize how KC is really winning, man. And their defense is, to me, is amazing. The cornerbacks, I like Snead. He's a beast. McDuffie, nice. I always call dude number 32. I thought he was a DB. I just couldn't find out he a linebacker. Number 32 for KC. He nice too.
Gay.
Yeah, they whole defense, man, is real nice. And I'm gonna tell you, don't let these boys mess around and get a pass rush next year.
If they wore different numbers on their jerseys, cause they wore like 38.
Yeah.
They'd be the pro, man. They'd be all pros. They were 37, 38.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
all
numbers that you can't even remember, right?
Right. Exactly. Because number 32, I call him 32. I still can't remember his name, but every time I watch KC, he's all over the place. I thought he was a DB, and I was watching the game with one of my buddies who's a huge fantasy football guy. So he keep up with a lot of players.
Right.
He was like, "No, Neal, he not no safety. Yes, he a linebacker." I was like, "Oh shoot!" So yeah, I mean, I just like they defense. They're young and do not allow these boys to mess around and get a defensive end pass rusher.
Chris Jones as a defensive tackle, second to 99, Aaron McDonald.
Yeah, but I agree. But Chris Jones has this playoff run, maybe in the Super Bowl, this playoff run has not been as impactful. He was very impactful in the Baltimore game. I give him that. He was very impactful.
He's a run stopper.
I don't have any evidence on this. We'll talk about this all season, so maybe I shouldn't touch on it. But I don't see him coming back. I think $30 million. I think they waited to get their young defensive DBs in there, and now I think they're finna go this year and go get a bunch of young wide receivers and a bunch of young defensive linemen. And if they get if they hit on 2 defensive linemen with that secondary, bro, they're gonna be a problem, dog.
Man, they need to get A.D. Mitchell from the University of Texas.
Always
Wide
going
receiver.
back to the Big 12. Always back to
A.D.
the Big
Mitchell, wide receiver.
I mean,
6'4".
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I think that if they get rid of Jones, though, they better focus on replacing that more. Because I've
He
just
missed the first game against Detroit.
yeah, and
then they turn around and sign him.
Yeah, and they did lose, but truth be told, the defense in that game was not the reason why they lost that game.
No.
It was the receivers.
Kadarius Toney,
Yeah.
ball popped out his arm, pick 6.
Right. So they wasn't like the defense gave up like 50 points that night. They only gave up 20, I think it was 21, and 2 of the touchdowns was not even their fault. It was 2 pick 6 because my man kept popping the ball up. So,
They haven't given up more than 27 points all year.
Okay. What are we talking about?
They have not given up 27 points, and Green Bay scored that.
And so my point is that goes back to showing you that they're winning games different this year. Like the more nuggets you just keep dropping, the more it just validates what I say that they are the top secret in the NFL. And the reason why I say top secret, I'm not saying they're the best unit in the NFL. The reason why I say top secret is because, when you think of certain teams, you know, you think offense, or you think run game, or you think 3-4 defense. Pittsburgh, 3-4 defense, they're going to hit you in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Think of Baltimore, they're going to run the ball, and you got Lamar. When you think KC, you think, Mahomes. I don't know about that, my boy. You better think about that defense, too.
Agreed.
That's why I said they're the top secret in the NFL. Not the best unit. Keyword, they are the top secret. A lot of people, you got a pretty good defense. No, their defense is badass. Ain't no pretty good to it. They got an amazing defense. And like I said, you got the mad scientist Spagnuolo out there calling out. And
Baltimore, mollywop San Francisco, mollywop Detroit, mollywop Miami, mollywopping all the good teams.
Yeah, they did.
And they scored 10 points against Kansas City.
And just to break down before we get out of here, the reason why that happened is because Spagnuolo tricked them. The first week, Spagnuolo played a lot of cover 2 only had 4 down linemen because he was playing against my boy out in Buffalo.
Yeah,
He's worried about the deep ball. In that Baltimore game, what I noticed that Spagnuolo was blitzing a lot on 1st and 2nd down. So his mind frame was, if you're running, we're going to stop it. And if you ain't running, we're just going to keep on going straight to Lamar. And he put
50%, bro. He blitzed more than 50%.
I picked it
51%, something like that. 51%.
I picked it up a lot. That's why a lot of people was like, why Lamar ain't running? Lamar ain't running because they had them ends coming around and they had the 2 defensive tackles. Go back and look at that game. They were not even rushing. They was literally standing there just patting the guy like this, waiting for him to run, trying to keep him in the pocket. Now, there was sometimes Lamar could have run. Don't get me wrong.
Agreed.
I agree on that. But a lot of times, he was like, I'm going to send 4, and you 2, don't rush. Just sit there and play with the center and the guard and make sure Lamar don't get up out of here. So I saw that, and he did not blitz Lamar a lot on 3rd down. He blitzed him a lot on 1st and second down.
Run blitzes.
I'm like, every week, this dude changing up his play calling and stuff like that, and you got a good defense. So I call him the mad scientist because he's been on the money with the play calling in the playoff, man. So
and not allowing 7 points in the second half.
Agree. So make sure y'all pay attention, man. The Super Bowl, the best probably unit on the field this Super Bowl, to me, if you ask me, is the KC defense. It's going to be very interesting seeing them going against that San Fran offense. Yes, you got Williams, one of the best tackles. You got Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, on and on and on. I just think that's the matchup.
And real quick, in that AFC Championship game, think about the strategy. Kansas City got the ball the first, took out the ball first, went down, scored a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Then Baltimore came back and scored on a fluky play, and then Kansas City go back and score another touchdown, come back and score a field goal, and then play management football.
After that, why not? Let's get on out of here. It's cold, it's wet.
You know what I mean? Because now we're banking on our defense.
Right.
So we're going to get up, right? We're going to score because we can still do that.
Right.
And then turn around, shut you down on defense.
Right.
Complimentary football.
They knew that their defense was struggling a little bit against the Buffalo. I tell you that Buffalo was moving up and down the field. They had to keep scoring. But then the second half, right around the late third quarter, the defense got in sync, and then No disrespect. Josh Allen started doing Josh Allen things. And even though he did not throw in the picks, I still think some of them passes, he did not have to throw the ball deep. But what they did was they made him play the patient game. And you know how I feel about Josh Allen and patience. They don't go together, okay? Those two words do not
Oil
go
and
together.
water.
It's like oil and water. And so they was waiting for him to get impatient, and he threw the ball
And he
deep.
did.
Now, don't get me wrong. One of the balls he threw deep, I know we got some Buffalo Bill fans watching, was not his fault. Diggs did not catch it. So he did throw the ball deep, but in all, this is about the KC defense, man.
And the defense did not allow an explosive play, which means that a play that goes for 20 yards, Buffalo did not have a play over 20 yards.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably the only game they did not, man. I'm telling y'all, Sunday, make sure y'all watch them guys.
Yes.
BowTie Bill, we about to get up out of here,
Okay, man, it's been wonderful. Again, fam, we thank you. Family stands for Forget About Me, I Love You. We thank you for everything that you do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, send it to your family members and your friends, the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like, as well as send it, to your threads and your group threads as well. Thank you.
Billy, man, they might didn't catch that, man. Tell them what family stand for again.
Forget About Me, I Love You.
My man. On that note, man, we out here, man. I'm your host, man. Chi-Town Neal to my left, man. My boy, BowTie Bill. Keep supporting the podcast. Tell the Truth Podcast 23 on YouTube, man. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
We out.